Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of Hoppets, today joined by
Brett
of Anomyces and
Henrik, de Goose.
yes, and we're doing another side-by-side review with two beers from the Netherlands that we got from Beer Dome. There you go. Beer Dome, great web shop, man, they have so much stuff. It's they get new stuff all the freaking time, it seems, at the moment, which is, well, there's so much new stuff coming out. It's crazy with all the releases. But today we're checking out some Dutch beer that's getting slowly known to be one of the new stout breweries to look for in Europe. These guys are De Moersleutel, and we reviewed their barrel blend, which was I did with Michael, right?
Yep.
Did you try that one? No, it was just me and Michael, wasn't it?
I brought that one.
But you had it. Yeah, but not in the review. Yes. But yeah, really good. Really took me by surprise because the label was kind of simple and whatnot. But what I had then was really nice. So I was like, hey, they have a lot of different stuff from them on Beer Dome, so why not check out some? And we had the sour as well, which is pretty good. So we're checking out their Barcode series. There's one more beer in this series, which is the Pink Barcode, which is a barley wine. But this is their two barrel-aged Imperial Stouts. The Black Barcode and Green Barcode, or 87199924922237, or 87199924922251. And that's actually the names of the beers, those numbers, but who's going to remember that? So I'm calling it Black and Green Barcode. So both are Imperial Stouts on 12%. This is double barrel aged, and this is quadruple barrel aged, if you can say that. Oh, triple barrel aged, if you can say that. It's in 3 different barrels. So this one, the black one, is aged in Japanese whiskey barrels and also port wine barrels. And this one is aged in a blend of 3 different Scotch whiskey barrels, and Macallan was one of them,
and
Invergordon, and the last one was Burnside.
Yep.
So there we go, Scotch and Japanese. I think maybe we should start with the Japanese because it's sweeter. The other one might be a bit more intense and spicy. So the Japanese and port.
Okay.
What would you call the color?
That's just pitch black.
Yeah, pitch black. Yes. It looks nice in the glass though.
Yeah.
Looks like a classic thick Imperial Stout. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a rich one, so let's check it out.
Oh man.
Ooh, that's really nice.
Oh man.
Big sweet vanilla on this one.
Yeah, and huge port, pruny.
Ooh. Yeah. But the thing is also, you can definitely smell
raisiny port wine.
And so a lot of the Japanese whiskey distilleries use bourbon barrels. You can really smell that.
Yeah.
So there is some of the
figgy,
sweetness.
toffee.
I get some marzipan.
Yeah, marzipan.
Yeah. And marzipan is definitely a characteristic of the bourbon.
Yeah.
Almond. Yeah. Which is the Japanese barrel. But it also has a sweet kind of malt thing going on, a dry woodiness, and then loads of the dark fruit, as you said. The port shines through with this sherry. Port wine very figgy, dark fruity, jammy, dark fruity aroma.
Yeah.
But underneath that, I'm getting chocolate. I'm getting some coffee, roasted maltiness, charry notes as well.
Yeah.
Quite charry and woody. Actually, it's similar to the 25th Yeti in terms of a base. It seems just a little bit sweeter, but I think a lot of the sweetness actually comes from the barrel.
But to me, this is very much like a toffee caramel raisin.
Yeah, very raisiny. Yeah. More so than chocolate coffee. Yeah. But there's definitely some. But let's try it.
Let's do it.
The Black Barcode. Cheers, and thanks to Beer Dome.
Cheers.
Much sweeter than I expected.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's really nice. Very creamy.
Yeah.
One thing that these guys are good at is creamy mouthfeels. Wow.
Yeah. But still has a lot of that umami.
Yeah.
Touch.
And it's interesting.
Tobacco.
I think the umami also is from the Japanese whiskey barrel, but it's part of the sweetness, that kind of vanilla-y thing, and as you said,
marzipan.
Yeah, I think that's the Japanese whiskey.
Yeah.
And I actually think that shines more than the port on the flavor. The port is there with some dried fruit and dark fruit.
Yeah, but that raisiny note doesn't get as much through. It doesn't shine as much. It's more caramelly and toffee-like and sweeter.
I'm even getting a rye bready thing.
Yeah. Pumpernickel.
And brown sugar.
Yeah.
That's warming
Like
up.
slightly
fresh,
spicy, sweet and spicy.
It's like fresh rye bread that has just came out of the oven.
Yeah.
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 It's very nice. So let's move on to the green label, which was the Macallan, Invergordon, and Burnside.
Was that
Scotch? Yes.
Invergordon, yeah.
Yeah, those 3 barrels.
Yeah.
So, but that's pretty much the same color. Not much difference. Maybe the head is a little bit darker.
It's tough to say because
it's also different
glassware. Yeah.
So, but otherwise, it looks the same. It's pitch black. It's thick. It's rich. Let's check out the aroma. Ooh, more minerally and herbaceous almost a little bit, and more spicy.
Yeah, spicy and herbal.
It's and almost like I'm almost getting like something that lightly reminds me of banana. I don't know why. There was a weird ester for one sec there, but that can also be the barrel.
Yeah.
Maybe even cooked apples.
Yeah, like red apples. But to me, it's mostly like spice and like herbal.
Big spice,
barrel.
herbal barrel, but that's also like you've had a good amount of Scotch.
Yeah.
And they're much more mineral forward, and they're like they don't have that crazy sweet aroma you get from bourbon, and the crazy. But there is vanilla, but I think it's also different with
It's just like stones on the beach or something. That minerally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But none of these, as far as I know, are smoked whiskeys. But
no,
I know Macallan isn't at least, but the others.
But I don't
lightly.
I don't get much smokiness.
No. But I was.
But
just
I don't
about
think
to
they
say,
are smoked.
No, they
maybe like a light touch of caramel.
Yeah. Well, actually, I suppose that there's a good amount of it, but yeah.
You think a good? I think it's more like a touch, but yeah, it has some sweetness.
It smells nice too.
Yeah.
Cheers. Mmm.
Oh,
much more mouthfeel.
Much more.
I think.
What the hell?
But one thing I'll say, it has less barrel character.
Yeah, but it's.
So this is probably a showcase.
I think this has been barrel aged for longer, maybe.
Yeah, I completely.
Yeah.
But the barrel character is still there though. Right now it has loads of this minerally dry, almost like a dry star anise or a licorice root.
Yeah,
flavor.
licorice. Yeah, licorice root.
But that's like it's. Sometimes I feel like a lot of the bourbons are sweet and they have lots of complex flavors, but they're more soft. Whereas the Scotch whiskies can be very pungent and very strong in the flavor, especially if it's like cask strength whiskies. So if they had a barrel like cask strength whiskey from these distilleries, then because it's more strong flavors, they might not have aged it for as long. Because I think if you age this for longer in barrels, it might be too much of that flavor.
But to me, up front, it's a lot of that toffee caramel kind of thing, and then it goes into that minerally, slightly spicy herbal, like Scotch barrel presence.
Muscovado sugar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Dark, rich, like sweet sugary notes on it.
Almost like Finnish licorice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
Because it's a bit savory.
Yeah.
It's almost got like that senmiyaki vibe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That this one is
I didn't
quite a lot thicker.
But this certainly has lots of barrel character too. But I think that's the big difference. It's that one has been in the barrels for longer.
Yeah, and maybe
Or this has been more wet barrels, so it's got more spirit in, whereas these has not been as fresh. Maybe that could also be the case because it's definitely thicker.
Yeah.
But they're both 12%, so it's the same base beer. I
No, maybe they were just lazy. Well, guys, we'll just say this is 12% no matter what.
They're vastly different though. If you like sweet fudgy stouts in terms of barrel character with a bit of dark fruit vibe, it's the Black Barcode. But if you're into Scotch barrel aged beers and these like really umami hefty flavors and minerally and slightly earthy and spicy herbal barrel flavors, that might be more for you.
But both
But
of
with
them
a
are
bit
really
of
intense.
fruity cooked apple and whatnot. But
They're very intense.
But I like that they play around with barrels this much. There's in the world of barrel, there's so many things you can put in,
and not just bourbon.
and not just fucking bourbon. And so I think it's really cool that these guys do this, and I hope they'll keep on doing this by playing around with barrels and even using barrels that you like. Think of like bitter barrels or whatever. You could pair that well with like bourbon barrels to make flavors reminiscent of whiskey
Gin barrels,
and, just playing around.
Tequila.
Mezcal, whatever, because it can lend for some good results if you know how the spirit from the barrel tastes like.
Is it the same base beer or
I would imagine, since it's a barcode series, but I'm not 100% sure.
Pretty crazy that you can, if it is the same base beer, that it's, I mean, that you can get just from barrel this kind of difference.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But here's the question. Which one is your favorite? The Scotch or the Japanese whiskey and port?
I think it's.
I have a really hard time to decide.
I like the Japanese
one more.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, because I this is still great, but I think this is better balanced.
True. It's got more balance that way.
Yeah,
that's true.
And I like that in the beer.
Yeah. I like that this has more mouthfeel, but I think I'll tie them on a 95.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I was thinking 95 for both because they were pretty much world class barrel aged. Well, they're right there in the beginning of world class, like just stepping over, like exceptional barrel aged beer. The thing is just like it's hard to choose because they're very similar, but it's just like which barrel do you prefer? And right now I can't say I have a favorite. I really like sipping on both.
You need to sip on them for quite some time.
But I think it's really fun. These guys have so much potential. I think one of the breweries, if you love stouts in Europe right now, and I've not had a lot yet, but we have more to try, then it seems like you should follow is the Moersleutel in the Netherlands.
They are the stout brewery.
And I know I have a lot of Dutch followers when I did that one review, like, oh, what, you're finally reviewing the Moersleutel? It's like, yeah, well, I think judging by what we've had so far, more will be coming because I think this is just great. And again, I love that they play around with different barrels.
Yeah.
So 95 for both for me.
Yeah, 95, yeah.
I prefer this one, but they are still the same grade, I think. I mean,
you could say like it's 90 high 95, low 95 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But
nitpicking.
Yeah, exactly.
But what do you think? The same grade or?
Yeah, 95, 96.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
So, well, the Dutch got something going with the stout. So if you guys have a chance to get the Moersleutel beer engineers. I'm gonna call black barcode and green. You got barcode.
No, say the real.
871-992-492237 or 871-9992-492251. If you've had any of those two, let us know. Or the Japanese and port wine barrel aged or Scotch barrel aged Imperial stouts. Let us know. There's also a pink barcode, or it's a purple, which is a barley wine with vanilla and lactose in some kind of barrel, I think. But yeah, if you've had any of them, let us know. Thanks to tons of Beer Dome for the beer. I think they're still available on Beer Dome, aren't they?
I'm not sure.
I'm not entirely sure. We're slow with the reviews. Check out Beer Dome nonetheless. Yeah. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And we're going to say cheers. Oh, should we cuvee quickly in the mouth?
No. Oh my god.
That's pretty fucking good. Actually, the sweetness of that pairs very well with the spiciness of that.
Yeah.
I think actually if you mix it properly with a little less of that could be a good cuvee.
Yeah, I think it's hard to say right now. My palate is a bit fatigued from drinking these, but
Brett's getting wrecked, son.
No, it's just
he's turning into the queen of ABV.
It's intense stuff. So
yeah, it is. So yeah,
but,
that's it for the review, guys. Cheers, and see you in the next one.